الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء المرسلين محمد وأهل بيت الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين سيما الإمام المنتظر الحجة الثاني عشر روحي وأرواح العالمين رب مقدمه الفداء أما بعد فقد قال الله سبحانه وتعالى في كتابه المجيد والفرقان الحميد بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربي زدني علما صدق الله العلي العظيم. Right, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Inshallah, hope everyone is well.
Alhamdulillah.
So I'm going to start from lesson number 4 and 5 revision of these two lessons, and for lesson number 9 and 10 I'll send you the recordings, and from lesson number 6 to 10 I'll send you the recordings so that we can save time, and inshallah after the new year I'm trying to hopefully we can start book 4. Inshallah I'll give you an exam paper which you can do, and then inshallah we'll start the next book. But before we start, there'll be an exam, and also I want to send you a handout as soon as I complete the handout of writing the past, present, and commands of the weak verbs in this book and the different verbs. Then inshallah we'll start book 4, because knowing the verbs, the past, present, and imperatives, the commands are essential, because those patterns are repeated again and again. They come in the Quran, they come in other texts as well. So once you have memorized one pattern of the weak verbs, whether it's in the first letter, middle letter, or the last letter, then you will know the gist of it, how it repeats itself. Now, this lesson number 4, it's a really straightforward lesson. It's not that difficult. I will ask Dr. Zafar Abbas, Bismillah, if you can kindly start from the points you remember, and then if there's any difficult, then we'll go through it. Bismillah.
Right. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So in this lesson, we learn the following. The verb in the Madi, past tense. For example, Zahaba, he went. Raja'a, he returned. Most Arabic verbs have only 3 letters, which are called the radicals. The basic form of the verb in Arabic is the Madi. As we have seen in book 2, Dhahaba means he went. But if it is followed by a subject, the pronoun he is to be omitted. For example, Dhahaba Bilalun means Bilal went, and not Bilal he went. In the same way, Dhahabat means she went. But if a subject follows, the pronoun she is dropped. For example, Dhahabat Aminatu. Amina went. In Dhahaba, he went, and Dhahabat, she went, the subject is said to be Damiril Mustatir, hidden pronoun. To this basic form of the Madi, suffixes are added to indicate the other pronouns. This process is called isnad. In this lesson, we learn the isnad of the verb in the Madi to the following nouns.
Right, just 1 second, doctor. Now, in other words, this lesson is trying to explain that every verb has a pronoun. Every verb has a pronoun. So as long as after the verb there is no name, like Aminatu, Muhammadun, there's no name mentioned after it, then the pronoun which is attached to the verb will take the place of the doer of the verb, fa'il.
Yeah, fa'il.
So you cannot, for a verb, you cannot have 2 doers. You cannot have the attached pronoun like in the dhahabat and Aminatu. You cannot say Amina, she went. You can only say Amina went. So what happens whenever there is a noun which comes after the verb, that takes place of the pronoun which is attached to the verb. So in other words, the pronoun is omitted, but the name or the noun which comes after it, that is mentioned only.
Okay.
So as long as dhahabat aminatu, if Amina wasn't there, dhahabat means she went. Dhahabat means she went. But because Amina went. Now this is a verbal sentence. This is a verbal sentence. Why? Dhahaba is a verb. Amina is a
No.
a noun. Now, if we did it the other way round, Aminatu dhahabat. What happens there? If we say Aminatu dhahabat. Now, Amina, is it a noun or a verb?
A noun.
So when a noun comes in the beginning of a sentence, it becomes a nominal sentence. Jumlatul ismiya.
Yeah.
So when it's a jumlatul ismiya, Aminatu becomes mubtada.
Yeah.
Amina becomes mubtada, and dhahabat, it becomes a sentence by itself. Khabar, ahsantum. It becomes jumla fi'liya khabar. Dhahabat, and then because it's jumla fi'liya khabar, an independent sentence, therefore the pronoun hiya will become the fa'il of dhahabat. So we will translate it, Amina, she went.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Explain in your own words what I said.
So there's jumla ismiya and jumla fi'liya. In jumla fi'liya, you can just say dhahabat, and then there will be a pronoun which is saying that, which is telling you that she went, without a name attached to it.
Correct.
But when you say zahabat aminatu, you mean that she went, which is Amina. So Amina went, rather than she went Amina. And when it is jumla ismiya, it would be Aminatu zahabat. So Amina went.
Amina, she went.
She went.
Yeah, because what happens, dhahabat is a verb by itself without a noun coming after the verb. So in that scenario, the attached pronoun with the verb will become the doer of the verb, hiya, which refers back to Amina, which is the mubtada.
Yeah.
Is that clear, Sister Sabira and Sister Bilqis and Sister Amina and Sister Nigat?
Yes, it's clear.
Continue, Doctor.
If I ask to interrupt, that is Zahabat Aminatu, Amina went. But if say Amina Zahabat, it is to emphasize Amina, she went.
Excellent. That is absolutely right. This emphasis, because what happens, the pronoun in the verb is also referring back to Amina. So all pronouns, whenever they come, they always have to refer back to a human being itself. Otherwise, if you read a whole story without mentioning a name of a person, it creates ambiguity.
Yes.
Continue, Doctor.
Okay. So in this lesson, we learned the isnad of the verb in the Madi to the following pronouns. Dhahaba, he went. The subject is Zamir Mustatir, so the hidden noun. Dhahabat, she went. The subject is Zamir Mustatir, and ta is the sign of being feminine. So tanis, tanis. Dhahabu, they went, and the subject is the vav. The alif after the vav is not pronounced. So it says zahabu, but not alif. So is that vav jama?
Yes, vav jama, correct.
Dhahabna, they, feminine, went. The subject is the noon. Dhahabta, you, masculine, singular, went. The subject is ta. Zahabtu, I, masculine and feminine, went.
Correct.
So the subject is tu.
Correct.
Note the difference between the masculine and feminine forms. Zahabu ila suqi. They went to.
Read the question, please. Aina Bilal.
Okay, right. Starting from the right this time. Aina Bilalun wa Hamidun wa Khalidun. Where are Bilal and Hamid and Khalid? Dhahabu ila suqi. They went to the market. Aina Aminatu wa Fatimatu wa Zainabu. Where are Amina and Fatima and Zainab? Dhahabna ila al-madarisati. They went to the school. To render a verb in the Madi negative, the particle ma is used. For example, Zahabtu ila suqi. I went to the market. Changes to Ma dhahabtu ila suqi. I did not go to the market. Ma kharaja al-imamu min al-masjidi. The imam did not go out of the mosque. Dakhala Bilalun walakinnahu ma jalasa. Bilal entered, but he did not sit. The difference between Naam and Bala. The word Bala is used in reply to a negative question. If a Muslim is asked, Alasta bi Muslimin, are you not a Muslim? The answer is Bala, ana Muslimun. Yes, I am a Muslim. But if a non-Muslim is asked the same question, Alastu bi Muslimin, he replies, Naam, lastu bi Muslimin. So in reply to a negative question, Naam means no, and
Correct.
Bala means yes.
Correct.
German has a word for Bala. It is Dosh. I don't know if anybody knows German in this class, but there you go. La'anna, because it means because. For example, Ma kharajtu min al-bayti la'anna al-jawwa baridun. I did not go out of the house because the weather is cold.
Right. So what's happening here now?
So here the la'anna is coming in between to tell you why, the reason of the first sentence, and then is giving a clause at the end to give you the answer to that sentence. So the question was, or not the question, the first statement was, Ma kharajtu min al-bayti. I did not go out of the house. But then this la'anna is giving you the reason for that. So saying because the weather is cold.
Why is the harakat al-jawwa and baridun? Why is it li'anna al-jawwa baridun? Why can you not be li'anna al-jawwu baridun?
So that's because it's ismu inna. That means the ismu inna is always mansub.
Right.
And the khabru inna is always marfu.
Correct. And finally,
Dhahaba Ibrahim. Sorry. Are you saying something? Okay.
No, continue.
Dhahaba Ibrahimu ila al-mustashafa la'annahu maridun. Ibrahim went to the hospital because he is sick.
Correct.
Note that la'anna is made up of li for and anna, which is sister of inna. So the noun following it is mansub.
Excellent. So the vocabulary is la, bas, and shy. Right, Jazakallah for that. Let's bring who are we going to bring now? Can I bring Sister Bilqis, Sister Bilqis, and also Sister Sabira Kanji? So one becomes Mudarris and the other becomes Hamid.
Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Okay, Sister Sabra, you want to start?
Yeah. Shall I start as al-mudarrisu?
Yep.
Okay. Man fataha babul fasli. Who opened the classroom door?
Ana fatahtuhu. I opened it.
Wa man fataha al-nawafidha.
You read that already. Man kasara. Next one.
Man kasara al-maktaba. Who broke this desk? Anta kasartahu ya Hashim? Did you break it, O Hashim?
La. Inni ma kasatuhu. No, indeed, I did not break it.
أرجع زكريا وحمزة وعثمان من مكة. Did Zakaria, Hamza, and Usman exit?
Return.
Oh, sorry, return from Mecca?
La ma raja'u. No, they have not returned.
يا أستاذ خرج الطلاب الجدد وذهبوا إلى المدير. Oh teacher, the new students left and they went to the principal.
أفهمت الدرس يا طلحة? Did you understand the lesson, O Talha?
نعم فهمته جيدا. Yes, I understood it really well.
أكتبت الأجوبة يا فيصل? Oh Faisal, did you understand the answers?
لا ما كتبتها.
Okay.
So it's did you write, I think.
Did you write? Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
Did you write the answers, O Faisal? Okay, so the answer is no, I did not write it. لماذا? Why?
لأنني ما فهمت الأسئلة, because I did not understand the questions.
Okay. حفظت سورة الفجر يا إبراهيم? Did you memorize Surah Fajr, O Ibrahim?
نعم حفظتها وحفظت سورة التين أيضا. Yes, I memorized it and memorized Surah التين also.
Excellent. Jazakallah, both of you. Sisters Abu Nisa and Sister Nighat. Okay, what I'm going to do, let's go through. Right. So Sister Abu Nisa, can you do 5 of these? And then Sister Nighat will do the 6 to 10. Just to draw 1 line under the fa'il and 2 lines under the maf'ul. So I just want you to highlight where is the doer and the object in these following sentences.
Kasara tiflu al-qalama.
Correct. Translation.
The child broke the pen.
Correct.
Ghasalat Aminatul Mindila.
Correct.
Amina washed the handkerchief. Akala Usamatu al-Inaba wa akaltu
وأكلت.
akalat zawjatuhul mawza. So akala Osama ate grapes, and his wife ate banana.
Yep.
Sharibatil bakaratul ma'a. The cow drank water. Drank water. Hafiza Hamzatul Qur'ana. Hamza memorized Quran.
Excellent. Jazakallah. Sister Nighat.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum. Doribat Fatimatu bintaha.
Darabat.
Sorry?
Darabat. You said
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Darabat. Sorry. Darabat Fatimatu bintaha. Fatma hit her daughter. Qatala rajulul hayyata bil hajari. The man killed the snake with a stone. Samia Bilalunil adana wa dhahaba ila al-masjidi. Bilal heard or listened to the azan and he went towards the mosque.
Correct.
كتب المدرس كتب المدرس الدرس على السبورة. The teacher wrote the lesson on the board.
On the blackboard.
Blackboard
Yes.
or blackboard. Okay. فتح البقال الدكان في الساعة الثامنة. The grocer opened the shop at 8 o'clock.
At 8 o'clock. Excellent.
Jazakallah.
Mr. Amina, can you do the next exercise? Assalamu alaikum. 1 to 5. Islam. Who opened something? Unmute yourself, Sister Amina.
Sorry. Man fatahal.
The door.
mm,
How do you say the door?
I don't know. I've forgotten.
Okay, Sister
Sorry.
Zebra, what's the word for door?
Bab, al-bab, bab. Babun. So, man fatahal baba.
Man fatah al-baba. Continue.
Okay, thank you.
Continue, Amina.
غسلت أختي
Handkerchief or the shirt.
Correct.
القميص
Al-kamis. Oh, it's an object. What is the harakat of an object of a verb? Is it kamiso or kamisa?
قميصة.
Correct.
Okay. الرجل حية بالعصا.
Al-hayyata means a snake. Bil-asa means by the stick.
Okay. قتل.
Yep. Qatala.
Okay. يوسف القهوة.
No. What's the harakat on the lam? Qatala is ar-rajula or ar-rajuli or ar-rajulo.
رجل do,
Yes. Why?
because it's the subject.
Yeah. Qatala ar-rajulu and al-hayyata. What is that?
The object.
Correct.
Okay. يوسف القهوة.
What do you do with kahwa? Do you eat
Drink it.
Drink.
it? Yeah.
Drink it.
So what's the verb for he drank?
It is
Shariba. Shariba.
sharaba.
Not sharaba, shariba.
Shariba.
Yeah, shariba Yusufu al-kahwata.
Okay, thank you.
No, one more left. 5.
كتب المدرس كتب المدرس الدرس
Ad-darsu or
الدرس
correct? Why?
because it's the object.
Correct.
على السبورة.
Translation.
The teacher read the lesson from the blackboard.
So you read the lesson on the blackboard. Or is it wrote the lesson on the blackboard or read the lesson on the blackboard?
كتب
The teacher wrote.
to write, yeah.
The teacher wrote the
Wrote.
lesson on the blackboard.
Okay.
So this exercise here, I'm telling you now, it's going to be part of the exam. So know this well. I will bring this in the exam paper. Both of these exercises. Right? Sister Kulthum, are you there? Or are you busy? Kulthum Behmani.
I am here.
Bismillah. Can you do 6 to 10?
Assalamu alaikum. Okay. Akalat Suadul khubza.
Correct?
Suad ate the bread.
Correct?
Qara'tu surat at-tini. I read surat at-tin.
Correct?
Asami'ta al-azana ya Hamzatu. Did you hear the azan, O Hamza?
Excellent.
Dakhalat tajiru ad-dukana. The shopkeeper entered the, oh no, the man entered the shop.
The merchant entered the shop.
The merchant entered the shop, okay. It'll be kharajat tullabu minal fasli.
Correct.
The student exited from the classroom.
Exited from the classroom. Excellent. Right. I want you to explain this exercise here. So الطلاب ذهبوا إلى الملعب الطالبات ذهبن إلى المكتبة and ذهب الطلاب إلى الملعب ذهب الطالبات إلى. So why الطلاب is plural, ذهبوا is plural, الطالبات is plural, ذهبن is plural. Over here ذهب is singular, الطلاب is plural, ذهب is singular, الطالبات is plural. Can you explain that, please?
Yes. When you have a nominal sentence and you are starting with the subject, which is mubtada, then the verb, if the khabar is a verbal sentence, then the verb that has to match the subject. So if the subject is plural, then the khabar part, if it is a verbal sentence, it has to be plural. So that's why tullabu zahabu ilal mal'abi is a nominal sentence which says the students, they went to the playground, or the students went to the playground. But if you are going to start as a verbal sentence, then you always have to start with a singular, whether it is a feminine or a masculine. So it will be zahaba tullabu ilal mal'abi. This is a verbal sentence. And then the subject is tullabu ilal malabi. So the same thing with whether it is feminine, it is talibatu zahabna ilal maktabati. The female students, they went to the library. Or when you say zahabat, which is a verbal sentence, then it is always singular. So zahabat talibatu ilal maktabati.
Excellent. Excellent. Right. I'm not going to do this long-winded exercise because I've done this before. Okay, that's lesson 4 completed. So 5 completed. I'm going to do lesson number 4 now as well. So then lesson number 5. Now I'm going to move on to lesson number 4. So lesson number 4, the points to.
Sheikh, before you continue, I just have one question when I was listening. When you are saying because, how do you pronounce that? Is it la'annani or li'anna?
Yeah, li'anna.
It is li'anna. All right, thank you.
So can I request Sister Amina, for lesson number 5, can you kindly read these points to remember so that we just understand everything what we had done? Just the first page, that's it, nothing else.
Okay, the file, the subject of a verbal sentence. We have already learned that in Arabic there are 2 types of sentence, nominal and verbal. The nominal sentence commences with a noun and the verbal sentence commences with a verb. The subject of a verbal sentence is called file. Example, Zahaba Bilalun, Bilal went. The file is marfu. The file can be a pronoun also. Example, Zahabu, they went. The file is the waw. Zahabta, you went. The file is ta. Zahabna, we went. The file is na. Note that in Zahabat Tullabu, the students went. The verb Zahaba has no waw at the end because Zahabu means they went. And if we say Zahabu Tullabu, it means they, the students, went. This is not correct because there cannot be 2 files for a verb. But we can say at-tullabu zahabu. Here at-tullabu is mubtada and the sentence zahabu, they went, is khabar. The same also applies to third person feminine. Example, zahabti.
No, zahabat.
Zahabat,
البنات.
Al-banatu, the girls went, or al-banatu zahabna.
So you see here, ذهبت is a singular verb, البنات is plural. You can also say ذهبت البنت or البنات. So you have the singular verb, the fa'il can be a plural or a singular. But البنات ذهبنا, it's a nominal sentence. البنات is plural. Therefore, the verb ذهبنا has to come in the plural and feminine form to correspond to البنات. Because البنات is mubtada, ذهبنا is jumla fi'liya and khabar. Okay, right. That was lesson number 5. I'm going to now do. We've read the points. Dr. read points 4 for lesson number 4. So now I need to go for lesson number 4 itself. So can I ask Doctor and with Sister Bilqis?
Okay, so
So, sister, do you want to go first?
yes, please.
Okay.
Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Peace and blessings be on you.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bika. Peace and blessings be upon you as well. Welcome and welcome on you, for you, or to you. Ya Khali, oh my uncle, my mom. Kaifa haluka? How are you? La'allaka bi khairin. I hope you are well.
Right.
Okay. Alhamdulillahi. Aina abuka ya Ibrahimo. So I'm well. And where is your father, O Ibrahim?
Dhahaba ila suqi. He went to the market.
Wa aina ummuka. Where is your mother?
Zahabat ila khalati Zainab. She went to my aunt Zainab.
Okay. Wa aina ikhwatuka. And where are your sisters?
Brothers.
Where are your brothers? Sorry,
Yeah.
where are your brothers?
Dhahabu ila al-jami'ati. They went to the university.
Wa aina akhawatuka. And where are your sisters?
Dhahabna ila al-madarasati. They went to the school.
إلى المدرسة.
Madrasati.
Ama zahabta ila al-madrasati al-yawma. Did you not go to the school today?
Bala. Dhahabtu wa raja'tu ba'da al-hissati al-ula. I did. I went and returned after the first part.
Limaza rajata. Why did you return?
Raja'tu li'annani maridun. I returned because I was not well.
Okay. La ba'sa. Azahabta ila tabibatin. La ba'sa, I think it was no harm comes to you.
Yep.
And did you go to the doctor?
Na'am, dhahabtu. Yes, I did. I
Excellent.
did go.
Right. The bottom exercise, sister. Who's going to be the weak link? Sister Bunisa, can you do the exercise at the bottom, please? Number 3.
Number 3. Fill in the blanks with the suitable forms of zahaba. Al-awladu zahabu. Awladu zahabu ila al-mal'abi. The children went to the playground.
Correct.
At-talibatu. At-talibat. At-talibatu. It is hunna.
Hunna, correct.
At-talibatu zahabna ila al-madrasati. The female students went to the school.
Correct.
Al-mudarrisu zahaba ila al-fasli. Al-mudarrisu means huwa.
Yep.
Yes, zahaba. Al-mudarrisu zahaba ila al-fasli. Ana zahabtu ila al-matar. I went to the airport. أختي here. أختي ذهبت إلى المطبخ. My sister went to the kitchen.
Right.
أين أنت؟ أين ذهبت أنت?
Right.
Where did you go?
Thank you. Okay, that's done. Okay, that lesson is pretty much completed there. There's nothing much. So we did lesson number 4 and 5. The other lesson I'm going to do now is the most challenging one, which is going to be lesson number 3. So we've got about 20 minutes to go for lesson number 3. So what we'll do, I will bring Sister Sabira Kanji and Sister Nigat. Lesson number 3. Let's read the lesson and then we'll go for the points to remember, because we've done this lesson before. Bismillah.
Okay. Shall I be Ahmad?
It's entirely a choice between yourself and Sister Nigat.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Ahmadu. Kam Taliban fi faslikum ya Ali? How many students in your classroom, O Ali?
في فصلنا 14 طالبا. In our class, there are just a second, 14 students.
الطلاب في فصلنا أكثر. How many students in the classroom?
الطلاب في
No.
الفصل is a statement. It's not.
Yeah, sorry. So the students in our classroom are many.
Correct.
فيه 19 طالبا. So in it are 19 students.
Correct.
يا علي ما اسم الطلاب الجديد الذي جاء أمس? Oh Ali, what is the name of the new student who came جاء أمس, yesterday?
Came yesterday.
اسمه أسامة. His name is Osama.
هو طويل جدا. He's very tall. أليس كذلك? Isn't it so?
بلى هو طويل جدا ولكن حامدا أطول منه. إنه أطول طالب في فصلنا ومن أطول طالب في فصلكم. Bala means indeed, yes, he is he is very tall, and however, Hamid is taller than him. Indeed, the tallest student in our class. Indeed, he is the tallest student in our class.
Correct.
Just a second. And who is the tallest student in your classroom, in your class?
أطول طالب في فصلنا إبراهيم. The tallest student in our classroom is Ibrahim.
دفترك هذا يا أحمد. Is this notebook yours, O Ahmed? إن خطك جميل جدا.
إن خطك.
Sorry, yeah, you're right. Indeed, your writing is very beautiful. MashaAllah. MashaAllah.
شكرا يا علي. خطي جميل وخطك أجمل. Beautiful handwriting. Your writing is also is more beautiful.
Okay. من هذا الفتى الذي معك يا أحمد كأنه أخوك. Who is this young boy with you, O Muhammad? Is he your brother?
Oh, Ahmad.
No. كأنه looks like.
Yeah, looks like your brother.
Yeah, he looks like your brother. Oh, Ahmad.
نعم هو أخي الشقيق. Yes, he is my
Real
blood
brother.
brother. Yeah.
Correct.
أكبر منك هو أم أصغر? Is he older than you or younger?
هو أصغر مني. He is younger than me.
في أي محجع أنت يا أخي? In which hostel are you, oh brother?
Excellent. Jazakallah for both of you sisters. Next, Sister Amina, can you read this, please? Amina Abbas, Bismillah.
Yes, from where, sorry?
On page, next page. Ahmad Anafi,
Mhm.
page number 24.
Okay, Ahmed, أنا في المهجع الخامس وهو بعيد جدا عن الجامعة. I am from fifth class.
Yep. The
and
fifth hostel.
fifth hostel. And he is from very far.
وهو
Very far.
هو بعيد جدا عن الجامعة. It is very far from the university.
It is very far from the university. حاليا أنا في المهجع الثامن وهو أبعد من مهجعكم. I am from the eighth, the eighth hostel, and it is
further away from your hostel. Abadu means further away.
okay, further away from your hostel. Ahmed, أيهما أحسن? Is it nice?
No, which one of ayyuhuma? A means which, huma is two. So which one of the two is better?
المهجع الخامس أحسن فإن غرفه أوسع ونوافذه أكبر. The fifth hostel is nicer because in it is big rooms. ونوافذه أكبر. And bigger
windows are bigger.
Windows are bigger. ومراحيضه أنظف.
Marahid is plural, toilets.
Okay.
And it's toilet cleaner.
Toilets are cleaner. والسرور التي فيه أجمل. And in it the something are prettier.
Sarirun and asurur. Sarirun and asurur. What's that? Sarirun. What does sarirun mean?
I don't know.
Sarirun means bed. And wasururu means beds. Wasururu allati fiha ajmalu. And the beds are more beautiful in it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you. Right. I need, okay. Sister Kulthum, can you kindly go through these numbers here and explain what's happening here? 11 to 20.
Okay, can you tell me the page number so I can refer?
Page number 28.
Thank you, Sheikh.
So what's the ruling of?
So the ruling is for singular, for ahada ashara taliban, the adad is always singular. And the ahada for 11 and 12, it is a different ruling. The adad and madud have the same gender. For 13 to 20, the 10 unit matches the madud, what is being counted.
Correct.
And the single unit is opposite in gender. So that's why it is athana, it is thalathata ashara taliban. So thalathata is a singular, and that is opposite than taliban. So that is why it is thalathata ashara taliban, arba'ata ashara taliban. So the single unit is opposite what is being counted, the object, but ashara, the 10 unit, matches the adad in gender.
Correct.
Do you want me to say all the numbers?
Yes, please go for the numbers.
Okay. So ahada ashara taliban, athna ashara taliban, thalathata ashara taliban, 13, arba'ata ashara taliban, khamsata ashara taliban, sittata ashara taliban, sab'ata ashara taliban, thamaniyata ashara taliban, tas'ata ashara taliban, ishruna taliban. And ishruna is same for both masculine and feminine.
Excellent.
So can I just ask, Molana, if
Go
it's same for masculine and feminine, why can't you have Ishruna Talibatan?
Yeah, that's right. You will have ishruna is both. It comes from masculine and feminine.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it can be Ishruna Taliban or Ishruna Talibatan. Both are right.
Yeah, that's both are correct.
Okay, thank you.
So these ones here are the old normal numbers. So Sister Sabira Kanji, can you just go through these numbers? الدرس الأول.
Okay. So الدرس الأول. So first lesson. الدرس السادس. Second lesson. الدرس الثاني. I'm doing it wrong. الدرس الثاني second lesson. الدرس الثالث is third lesson. الدرس الرابع is fourth lesson. الدرس الخامس is fifth lesson. الدرس السادس is sixth lesson. الدرس السابع is seventh lesson. الدرس الثامن is eighth lesson. الدرس التاسع is ninth lesson. And الدرس العاشر is 10th lesson.
Thank you. This is long-winded, so I don't need to read this. The only thing which is important is this one here. Can I request Sister Doctor, can you read this point, please? Only on this page. This is the most important one about af'al tafdhil.
Okay. So in this lesson, we learn the following: comparative and superlative degrees of the adjective. Adjectives in the comparative degree are on the pattern of af'alu, like ajmalu, more beautiful; ahsanu, better; asgharu, smaller; aqdamu, older. As we have already learned, words on this pattern are diptotes and so have no tanween. Af'alu is followed by min, than. For example, Hamidun atwalu min Bilalin. Hamid is taller than Bilal.
This is comparative. So
Yeah.
this is comparative, and then we have the other one, which is the superlative. We'll do later on. Bismillah.
Okay. Af'alu is the same for masculine, feminine, singular, and plural. For example, Bilalun atwalu min Aminata. Bilal is taller than Amina. Aminatu atwalu min Bilalin. Amina is taller than Bilal. Al-abna'u atwalu min al-banati. The sons are taller than the daughters. Al-banatu atwalu min al-abna'i. The daughters are taller than the sons. So it remains the same
Correct. So atwalo is used for masculine and feminine.
in plural and singular.
Yes.
Note the following examples wherein min is followed by a pronoun. So, anta ahsanu minni. You are better than I. Ana aqsaru minka. I am shorter than you. Hum akbaru minna sinna. They are older than me. Af'alu is also used for the superlative degree. So that's the superlative noun.
Right.
In this case, it is followed by a majroor noun.
What's happened now? Over here, ahsan and minka, min is coming, and the pronoun was coming with minka,
Yeah.
minna. Now, instead of having a pronoun, minka, you are having a noun after it. So it's becoming mudaf, mudaf ilayh. So ahsanu talibin, it's coming mudaf, mudaf ilayh, and it's coming the superlative meaning. Bismillah, let's try this.
In this case, it is followed by majroor noun. So, Ibrahimu ahsanu talibin fil madrasati. Ibrahim is the best student in the school. Al-Azharu aqdamu jami'atin fil alam. Al-Azhar is the oldest university in the world. Fatimatu akbaru talibatin fi faslina. Fatima is the eldest student in our class. The Arabic name for both the comparative and superlative degree is af'alu, taftheel. You want me to read on?
Sister Zabun Asar, can you do 2 and 3? And that will be the end.
Walakinna, but is one of the sister of inna. It's so and so X like inna. Example, Bilalun mustahidun walakinna hamidan kaslanu. Bilal is hardworking, but Hamid is lazy. Akhi mutazawwijun walakinni azabun. My brother is married, but I am a bachelor. Sayyarati qadimatun walakinnaha qawiyatun. My car is old, but it is strong. Ka'anna is one of the sisters of Inna, and so the noun following it is mansub. It means it looks like if. Example, Ka'anna al-imama maridun. It looks as if the imam is sick. Man hadhihi al-fattahu ka'annaha ukhtuka. Who is this girl? It looks as if she is your sister. Ka'anna hadhihi sayyarata lahu. It looks as if this car belongs to him. Ka'annaka min al-Hindi. You seem to be from India.
Excellent. Okay, that's everything. Perfect. So lesson number 6 and 7, I'll send that across to you recording, and lesson number 9 and 10, I'll send that recording as well, so that you got that. And then inshallah, I'll send you some papers across to you so that you can revise. And inshallah, I think with yourselves, you're a bit more confident in this group, and I'll probably think I can send you the exam paper in this group and see if you could do the exam as well, inshallah. Any questions from anyone?
So exams you have to do the same time you are teaching us, like.
No, I'll keep it. It's an open exam paper. So I'll send you the Google form, and then you could do it in your own spare time within the next 2 weeks. You got the holiday. Next 2 weeks there will be no lessons. So next week and the following week there will be no lessons. It'll be vacation. So you could do it at any time within the 2 weeks, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah.
Any questions from anyone?
How many questions will be there?
There will be about 30 to 35, 40, 30 to 40 questions.
An open book exam.
No, not open book. It has to be a closed book.
Mulana, you're not going to be
Want to
prepared to
copy,
see us
we want
cheat,
to
are you?
copy.
if you want me to do an open book question, I could arrange the question in such a manner that even if you have the book open, that would help you as well. But the only thing is that I would make life more difficult for you.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes.
Just checking.
Okay. So on page 36,
Yep.
These dialogues between Ibrahim and Yusuf, Bala zahabtu wa raja'tu ba'da al-hissa al-ula.
First period.
Pardon?
It's first period.
Yeah. So my question is, these both of these are like fi'l lazim, zahabtu and raja'tu.
Correct.
Okay. So they cannot have the direct object, right? But can they have other type of objects? Like, is this ba'da hissat al-ula is some kind of object or what?
Allah, mashallah, that's really good. You asked this question. That is absolutely correct. So even a verb, so there's, as you know, there's fi'l muta'addi and fi'l lazim. Fi'l lazim just requires the verb and the doer. It doesn't require an object. It can have adverbs. So it can have adverbs. So for example, raja'tu yawmal jumu'ati. I return on the day of judgment. So, day of Jumu'ah. Day of Jumu'ah. So
on Friday.
Yeah, on Friday. So it can have the other types of objects, which is maf'ul fihi, which is time and place, and also the other ones as well. So that it can have the other ones, but it doesn't require the maf'ul bihi, which is the direct object for the verb itself. That's correct.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Got it.
That was a good question. Any other questions?
So these are lazim, fi'l lazim, these both.
No, okay, again, I will mention another point. To know the difference between fi'l lazim and fi'l muta'addi, you normally put after the huwa, mufrad, mudhakkar, ghaib, like dhahaba, you put the pronoun hu. If you say dhahaba hu, he went it makes no sense. Dhahaba hu, he went him, or he went it makes no sense. If I say raja'ahu, he returned him, makes no sense at all. But the verb katabahu, he wrote it, makes sense. Darabahu, he hit him.
So we should attach the maf'ul bihi and then say, is it lazim or mutadi?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you put the hu dhamir after it, if it's able to give meaning, then it's fi'l muta'addi. If it doesn't give meaning, it's fi'l lazim. And normally in the dictionaries, it will say s.th. S.th means something, or so, someone. So when so comes, or s.th, something, or someone, that is fi'l muta'addi. In the dictionary, they normally write that down after the verb, whether it's fi'l lazim or fi'l muta'addi.
जी, thank you. मुझे समझ नहीं आता था उसका मतलब STH and SO. जी. Right.
In the Handsword dictionary, it has that abbreviation there.
All right. Okay.
Those who Al-Munjid also has, Al-Munjid is in Urdu as well. It's available from Lahore. That is a good, if you want an Urdu dictionary, that's one of the best dictionaries in Urdu, Al-Munjid. But in English, Handsword dictionary is the best dictionary. Okay.
Do you have class tomorrow as well? Do you have tomorrow class?
I do have a class for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be my last class. That's a new group. That's a new group. That's a 7:30. That's 7:30. That's group. That group is on lesson number 3, book 3. They're on lesson number 3.
All right. Okay.
Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad wa ajil farajahum. Jazakallah.
Thank you very much. Yes.
Jazakallah.
Fi amanillah.